Hey guys, welcome to Vinyl Collections episode 2. My name's Treminator. I got a lot of positive feedback on my first video where I went over Stadium Arcadium by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I figured it's been long enough, I should do a second episode. You'll see over on the left there, I've got a Blue Yeti microphone on the desk that I'm using to record my audio this time, so I'm not using, I use an iPhone to record on a tripod, and I noticed in the last video that when I would step in front of the iPhone or behind the iPhone, my voice would sound different. It was kind of annoying. It sounded pretty bad, so this should help out the situation. I use this mic to record a lot of stuff over at my desk with a boom arm and a shock mount, but obviously I didn't want to move all that over here, so I've just got on a stand, which should be fine. So, down to business. This episode I'm going to talk about an album I just got maybe a month ago. I don't know, maybe it's been longer. It was sitting on my shelf for a while. I forgot to unwrap it and check it out. Anyway, if you can't already tell by the crazy recognizable cover design that they've done on this album, it's Turn Blue by the Black Keys. I am a huge Black Keys fan. I love all of their albums. I love all their garage rock stuff that they started out doing. I love their El Camino Brothers phase, and I love Turn Blue. And a lot of fans that I've been talking to really were disappointed with Turn Blue because they sort of changed their tone here. Oh, the air conditioning's coming on. Let me close my door here, because I bet you could probably hear that with that Blue Yeti mic. Yeah, so they were disappointed with Turn Blue, and I asked them why, and they said it's because their tone changed. That they're too far from their roots. It's too contemporary. It's too pop. To sell the classic this band sold out, dude argument. I hate that. The way most bands, at least most recent bands, kind of are for me is that they'll do a couple albums one way, and then they'll get tired of that, so they'll do another 2 albums another way, and another 2 albums another way, and just jump from style to style depending on whatever they feel like doing, and that's fine with me if they want to explore different types of music. I'm totally fine with that as long as it still sounds good. But a lot of people are think that they're super loyal to the band until the sound changes, and they drop them like they're trash. So anyway, let's get into this specific album. So let me stand this up for you guys so you can. First of all, I'm pretty sure last time I checked there was only one edition of this album, and it is a version that came with a CD. So there's also some test pressings out there that were done, I think, in a contest. There's like 10 or I don't even want to give a number because it's probably wrong, but there's a decent amount of test pressings out there of this album that you can get your hands on for not too much money. So you get, when you buy the album, you get a little CD here. On the back, it's got a very small track list. And get that back in focus. Kind of interesting, this album was produced by Danger Mouse, which is an electronic artist, if I'm not mistaken. And that turned a lot of fans off, too, because they're like, oh, God, now you've got this electronic douchebag, messing with my Black Keys, but it sounds fine. So you get this little CD. I didn't even bother opening it because, I don't need a CD. I have a digital copy, so we stick that back up there, and let's get into the LP, which is what we're all here for anyway. They've got these awesome optical illusions on the front of these albums, or this album, all parts of this album. The LP artwork is basically a blown-up version of the CD sleeve artwork that I just showed you. Look at that. It looks 3D. Look at that. You can totally tell on the camera way more than I can just staring at it. That's weird. I'm pretty sure I already said it's on None Such Recordings. It was produced by Chris Bellman, and I looked him up on Discogs this time because somebody corrected me on my last video. I had said that Stadium Arcadium's vinyl release was mastered by Rick Rubin, which was totally wrong. It was produced by Rick Rubin. It was mastered by Steve Hoffman, allegedly, which is pretty cool. That's why it sounds so good. Anyway, this Chris Bellman guy, he has been around. He's got 695 masters on Discogs. I perused through it, and a couple bands that caught my eye. He did AM for the Arctic Monkeys. He did Like Clockwork for Queens of the Stone Age. He did the recent One Hot Minute repressing for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. He did that Simply Jazz EP, or it's not even EP, it's a single by Tenacious D right here. He did that, which is kind of strange. And he's done a lot of Foo Fighters stuff, so that guy's definitely pretty busy. Anyway, so this is a brand new album. You can pick it up for about $20 on Discogs. It retailed, when I bought it straight from the band, I think it was like $21.50 before shipping and tax and all that. So let's take the album out. And I had the forethought to take the album out of the damn plastic sleeve before I started the video, so you can thank me later on that one. Let's just pull this all out at once. We've got the album, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got the jacket for the album, which has got even more optical illusions. See, this one, I'm not really sure what. I guess it's just the angle is what makes it look like a hole. I'm not sure. And on the back, we have, get that focused. Got credits. Lots and lots of credits. And then a track list. Now let me see if these back credits match up with what I just told you about who mastered this. Now see, this says that Brian Lucy mastered it, but I believe that, he's also done some Arctic Monkeys stuff and Red Hot Chili Peppers and blah, blah, blah. But Brian Lucy and Chris Bellman both work for the same company. They work for Magic Garden Mastering in LA, California. And I believe that Brian Lucy handles the CD masters and Chris Bellman handles the lacquer vinyl masters. So hopefully I'm not wrong on that. Try to do some research this time. Anyway, you get this awesome poster, which is a blown up version of the front of the album, and it's really big. How far back do I need to go with this thing so you can see the whole poster? It's 12 by 12 by 12 by 12, so it's a 24-inch poster. I have it upside down. That's embarrassing. But there you go. You get that. And on the back, there is nothing. It is blue on the back. So let's fold that back up. Bit of a pro tip when you want to take care of your posters and they'll fit, just stick them in the record jacket like so. And when you pack it up in a sleeve, which I hope you're using, just put the jacket behind the album just like that. Here is the record. Again, we've got that circular optical illusion, which is pretty cool on the table because when the record starts spinning, the illusion happens. Okay, one thing that bugs the absolute shit out of me, no side A, no side B markings. What the hell? Why do you like to make my life difficult? All I want to do is look at the album and go, oh, this is the side I need to put down. But no, all I've got is, pressing markings on here. There's no side A and side B. There's no huge runoff on one side that you can tell, oh, that must be the end of the album. No, there's nothing, so I just have to guess. Let's just go with this side. That looks like a good side. I do have my table hooked up correctly this time. All I gotta do is start the recording. So what I want to do is I actually want to leave this open so you can see the optical illusion, and I'll start in on like track 2 here. Right about there. And I'm going to keep talking over the music so I don't get content flagged. Let's zoom in on this optical illusion right there. Check that out. Isn't that super cool? Overall, the release, the CD release of this album, the regular master, I don't know. I assume they did dual masters. Like I said, you can actually tell that this record that I got is a little warped here. If I bring down the tripod here for you, you can see that it's warped. Yeah, see that? But I can't hear it. It's not a bad warp. Doesn't affect the sound quality. Doesn't make my table skip. It's just disappointing. I don't know what pressing factory None Such uses for their vinyl releases, but I do also have El Camino and Brothers here, and both of these were excellent pressings. I didn't have any problems with them, so I guess I'm just unlucky with this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the music because I assume I can't play it for very long before I get on the wrong side of the law with YouTube. So there's really not much more for me to say on this. I'm already gone about 12 and a half minutes. That's probably long enough. I don't know what album I'll do next. Probably just see what kind of feedback I got on this video. I try to be a little bit more objective in this one. So let me know what you guys think. See you next time.